Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Despicable Me, the best of the worst comments about this channel and me. Oh, this is so good. This one is so juicy. I'm not even deleting it. I want it to stay there for everyone to read so that people can understand just how nuts Celibidache aficionados are. Let me tell you, I get a lot of hate mail about my Celibidache video where I talked about how, was he a genius or not a genius? And I sort of come down on the side of not. But the thing that's so great about it is that every so often one of them, comes across the video, and it must be that they send it around to their friends, because then I get a raft of really vicious comments all at once. But this one takes the prize. This is artful. It is thoughtful. This person spent quite a bit of time out of their life trying to take me down. I'm so flattered when people do that. There is nothing that makes a critic happier than knowing that people are going to spend irreplaceable minutes, even hours out of their lives just trying to foam at the mouth. Personally, I think it's a safety valve. It really is, because this person might otherwise be a serial killer. Who knows? Their name, of course, is not revealed, but it's one octave low is their handle, their screen name. And this is what he, she, it, they, whatever pronoun they choose to use this week, this is what they write. To the esteemed and evidently earless critic behind this travesty, comma. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, or in your case, never risen above the muck. You slither forth with your YouTube drivel, dubbing Sergiu Celibidache a famed nutcase, quote unquote. Yes, I did. And dismissing his sacred aversion to recordings as some eccentric whim, all while sneering at his family's posthumous releases as mere capitalizing. Oh, well, that it sure was. There's no question about that. As if the man who communed with the cosmos through symphonies needed your tin-eared permission to transcend vinyl. I don't think anyone needs permission to transcend vinyl. Nothing could be easier than transcending vinyl. It's just like vinyl, right? Anyway, no, dear worm of a wordsmith, Celibidache wasn't anti-recording out of madness. He was anti-mediocrity, refusing to embalm living art in sterile discs. Each concert was an ephemeral miracle. A one-time alchemy where sound met spirit. But you'd probably digitize a sunset and call it progress. I like that line. I really like that line. That's really good. Let's dissect your bile, colon. Those, quote, excruciatingly slow tempos, unquote, you whine about, they weren't sluggish. They were sublime expansions, allowing Bruckner's vast architectures to unfurl like galaxies birthing stars. Oh, my God. The irony of this is that I love Celibidache's Bruckner, and I praise it unreservedly. Evidently, this moron has no clue what my actual opinion was. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Anyway, in his Munich Philharmonic era, Celibidache didn't conduct Bruckner's Eighth. He channeled it, turning the scherzo into a whirlwind of cosmic dance, each note a deliberate breath in the void. Oh, it is so... Talk about crap. It's fun. Let's just get going, shall we? The orchestra didn't put up with him, unquote. They evolved under him, forging interpretations so profound that even the cellos seemed to sigh with enlightenment. What has he got against cellos? You credit the players for, quote, patience and fortitude, question mark, as if they were mere martyrs, exclamation point. No, they were disciples, honing phrases in rehearsals that stretched the yoga for the soul. Endless hours, not of torture, but of transcendence. Carrion polished surfaces. Celibidache delved into depths you wouldn't fathom with a submarine. Well, okay. That's not as good as digitizing a sunset. That one just doesn't get there, does it? And your crowning insult, occasionally revelatory, most of the time boring, quote unquote. Boring! To whom? A slug like you, whose idea of excitement is a metronome on steroids? Question mark? Nah, that doesn't do it either. Celibidache's Beethoven Ninth in Tokyo wasn't a performance. I'm not wearing a tie for that, by the way, because I'm quoting him, so let's be clear. Beethoven's Ninth in Tokyo wasn't a performance. It was a revelation. The Ode to Joy erupting not as bombast, but as universal harmony, with choruses that lifted the hall into ether. Yeah, okay. I mean, obviously this person doesn't know that symphony either, but that's okay. Violinists wept. Audiences levitated. Yet you yawn? That's not critique. That's confession of your own sensory drought. His tempos weren't slow. They were eternal. Okay. Pulsing at the rhythm of existence itself. Yeah. Furtwängler glimpsed it. Celibidache lived it. Batonless, like a shaman summoning storms. That's still not as good as digitizing the sunset. He's trying. But, you get one good thing. You get one good lick in, and, well, it's hard to top, Your abomination of a video title, mad perhaps, but genius not, reeks of the jealous invertebrate. Invertebrates are jealous? I've never had one tell me it was jealous of Celibidache. Well, anyway. Burrowing through genius to belittle it. Celibidache didn't demand time. He redeemed it, turning rehearsals into rituals where orchestras didn't play music. They became it. You call it boring? I call your take auditory atrophy, a worm's eye view from the compost heap of criticism. He unlocked souls. You nitpick notes. In short, Celibidache was the oracle of orchestration, and you, critic, are but a footnote in the annals of Philistine folly. Crawl back to your shallow pond. True art swims in oceans. Oh, that's so juicy. I was so impressed with that, I have to say. I think the comment speaks for itself, doesn't it? It certainly deserves to be preserved. Because it does absolutely demonstrate just how loopy these people are. My goodness. It's just funny. I could understand somebody. I always feel this. If you want to, debate the details, the actual details, like what he really does and what it sounds like and how it's recorded and all those things, fine. It's all fair game. But this is just, one crazy assertion after another based on, religious worship of this guy. Oh gosh, I just had to share that with you. I'm sorry. I thought that was marvelous. That really is. So I want to thank this person for taking the time and effort to create such an unbelievably, shamelessly, unconsciously embarrassing confirmation of everything I've said about these people. It's incredible, isn't it? Keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.